Cool. There we go. Don't send the message in Discord if you aren't ready. No. This is on purpose don't Vine boom me. This is on purpose every time. I do this every time. I send it 2 minutes early because of delays and other stuff like that. I let you guys join early and I wait. No, don't call me smelly. I'm not done explaining shit. What is this stream about? Hello, Angie. Hello, Lottie. Hello, Durandi. Hello, Georgia. How you guys doing, first of all? Second, we got 2 things planned today. Two lovely things, and Angie, you're part of one of those things. I'm scared you get, big one day and you won't react to my super comedic messages anymore. I'll always react to them. Even if I, by some slim chance, do become very big, which that would be pretty cool. I would do a backflip if that happened. I would go out of my way to make sure I still respond to at least the OGs, not the new people, because who cares about new people? I'm joking. I'm joking. That is a joke. A while ago, if you're a real one, you've been here for most of the streams. If you're a real one, you would know that a while ago, I was talking about Plants vs. Zombies. And I was, this is very dramatic music for this. But anyway, I was asking about Plants vs. Zombies and which one is better, the first or the second game. Our lovely viewer and friend, Angie, made an entire 3-page essay. I said there needs to be a 3-page essay in 12-point font Times New Roman font. I said 12-point Times New Roman font, there we go. Explaining why Plants vs. Zombies 1 is better than Plants vs. Zombies 2. At first, Angie tricked me thinking that they did it, and then turns out, boom, ChatGPT. Why? Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted. Duh. I'll fucking lose it. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're, this is what we're gonna do. We're fine with this. This is okay. It's not. Why do I let you guys have free will? Okay, anyways. I'm grading an essay today. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole shebang. I'm going to hire. Okay, so the reason I asked for this essay, right, is because I have never played a Plants vs. Zombies game before. And before you whip out the pitchforks and the torches, I might do that on stream. That's why I was asking, though, which one is better, Plants vs. Zombies 1 or 2. I will hunt all of you down. Don't say frick you. It wasn't intentional. I don't know. I was playing Jetpack Joyride and, you know, other shit. All right, you know what? Let's do a challenge here. I'm going to grade your essay, red marker and everything. Hopefully. I'm not actually positive on how I could show that. I didn't print it because I figured it'd be easier if I just share my screen and mark it up. But anyway, if I grade your essay and you get anything above an 85%, I will give you a gifted sub. But if you get 84 or lower, I'll think about it. Part of me wants to just, like, time you out for a bit, because that'd be really funny. But, like, I shan't. I mustn't. Lest. About 58% free subs. No. 85. 85? I believe we switched that a bit. Only class I'm good at is math. Dude, I'm gonna be so honest here. I wish I was good at math. Like, sometimes I'm just fucking dumb. Why are we still doing that? How is being bad at math sexy? I just want to know. Because, hey, if that's the case, then I'm the sexiest man alive. You were talking about the essay grading. Yes, I was. Yeah, we're going to be grading an essay. I think I could pull into Photoshop and then just mark it up through there. That's the guess.
But yeah, it's going to be a fun stream today. It's going to be swell. We're going to love it. I'm going to fucking kill him.
I have over here. I took screenshots of the essay, right? So I have right here the essay. And 3 pages. I don't know how to pull this into something where can I just mark it here? Is there anything I could use to mark it? Okay, fine. We're gonna try to pull it into Photoshop. I don't know how to do this properly. I didn't think this far ahead. I got this, guys. Hold on. I am a genius. Don't question my work. I'm so dumb. Alright, I think I got it. So now I just gotta make this. I'm so dumb and I don't even know if this is gonna work out right. But it's fine, we're not worried about it. Okay, go to layers. We're gonna bring this one to the top. So if I did it correctly, that's the first one. Second one, I did the same one twice, because I'm actually an idiot. Yeah. You know it's the last one when it says also Jawabla has a tiny dick. Gotta appreciate that one, you know? It's something. It's a little blurred, but it's okay. It's got a charm to it, I think, personally. Alright.
I've got it. Don't test me.
Oh, because I'm on a racer. I'm actually just stupid. I like to apologize for being stupid. Perfect. All right, time to grade, boys. It's grading time. Yeah, no professional heading. I know, right, Nick? Believe this guy? Welcome to reading an essay about Plants vs. Zombies 1 vs. 2, and which one is better. There's a 3-page essay. This is written by, let's look at the name, Ange B-L-I-J, Blidge, maybe? Angie Blidge? I'm butchering the fuck out of your name, but we're just gonna say Angie for now. The class is Twitch 101, and the date is March 3rd, 2025. Alright, so, first of all, we're gonna look at this right here. Ah, I fucked it up. I gotta line this up right. And then, so, the professional heading is not here. So we're just gonna start off with, and then add text. I crashed Photoshop by changing the font size. I didn't even save it. I didn't even save it. I didn't even save it. I'm gonna do it just like a teacher. I'm gonna be like such an asshole about it. Don't break. Oh, right, I didn't fucking do it. Don't break everything when I do that. Perfect. Perfect. And just to add some actual, like, fuck you stuff. Comic Sans. Doing all this in Comic Sans. Fuck you. Grading it just like an asshole teacher. Alright, so we start off with no professional header. It's a little fucked up. But we'll let it slide for- we're not letting it slide. This is going to affect your overall grade, but it's okay. It happens to the best of us. So now, back to where we were. Plants vs. Zombies is a really fun game where you use plants to stop zombies from getting into your house, just like Jawabla coming to your house. Alright, so already, second one here. This part right here, just like Jawabla coming into your house. Let's add a little arrow that goes up to here. Let's make it a little smaller. Okay, we're getting somewhere. The first game came out in 2009, and so many people love it even today. Okay, another issue here. You don't reference your claims. Like, you don't show proof for your claims. That's what I mean to say. How do we... Yeah, this is good. You didn't reference an article or anything? Yeah, where's your citations? Yeah, you know, let's make it more professional. Say citations. Correct me for when I can't English properly. And then in 2013, Plants vs. Zombies 2 came out with new plants, new levels, and special powers. It seemed like it would be even better. But a lot of people think the first game is still the best. It's kind of the same thing, but I'll let that one slide. Why? Okay, well, first of all, another issue. Let's go down here. No indent, question mark? You gotta indent. You gotta indent, my guy. Alright, cool. Let's keep going. There are a lot of reasons. Why? Well, there are a lot of reasons. You don't need to ask questions like that, but you know what? Sure, I'm hooked. Why not? Plants vs. Zombies 1 is simple, fun. Simple but fun. I can't read. Guys, I can't even grade if I can't read. Is simple but fun, fair but challenging, and a full game right. Wait, a full game right when you get it? What? And a full game right when you get it. Am I stupid or does that not make sense? I might just be stupid. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Why? Well, there are a lot of reasons. Plants vs. Zombies 1 is simple but fun, fair but challenging, and a full game right when you get it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's okay, we're gonna keep going. Plants vs. Zombies 2, on the other hand, has a lot of extra things that can make it confusing, unbalanced, and even frustrating. Let's talk about all the ways Plants vs. Zombies 1 is better than Plants vs. Zombies 2. We're gonna let him slide on this one, that's fine. There's no indent again, so I'm just gonna connect these right here. I'm also gonna connect it down to here. First, Plants vs. Zombies 1 is easier to understand and more fair. More fair? You can just say fair. No need to say more. This is really fun. Alright, next. Alright, blah, blah, blah. One of the best things about Plants vs. Zombies 1 is how simple it is. You don't need to know a bunch of complicated things to start playing. The game slowly introduces new plants and zombies so that you can learn everything at a good pace. Alright, that's solid. That's solid right there. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm not entering my villain arc. What are you talking about? No indentation again. That's why I have it there. For example, at the start, we'll let those commas slide. You only have pea shooters and sunflowers, in parentheses, or dick and balls if you were Jawabla. Alright, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Rude and unnecessary. I don't remember to spell necessary. We're gonna assume that's correct because I'm the teacher and whatever I say goes. Don't fucking question me. I don't want to hear from any of you. Moving on. Yeah, right. The wording's not very precise. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Then, as you play, you know, I'm not a fan of the commas right here. They feel... You could just say, then as you play, comma. I'm gonna let it slide because I'm such a nice teacher. Moving on. Then, as you play the game... As you play, the game gives you more plants like walnuts, in parentheses, smash. Sure, we'll let that. And cherry bombs. Cherry bombs, it's Tyler the Creator reference, I think. Anyway, you don't get overwhelmed with too many things at once. Also, every plant has a clear job. Some shoot, some block zombies, and some explode. That's good to know. I appreciate that knowledge. I appreciate that. This is pretty good. Okay. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, though, I'm just not liking the commas. Like, you're starting it with a comma, saying one word, and then another comma. I'm letting it slide, but this is the third time. This is the last time I'm letting that slide. There are a lot. No need to cap. It's lies. It's okay. We're doing good so far. There are a lot of extra things. There's plant food, power-ups, world gimmicks, and tons of different plants that don't always feel useful. Well, why did you capitalize the P and F in plant food, but not for power-ups, world gimmicks? Like, was there plant food? Is that... You know what? It's fine. I guess it's fine. You know, never mind. I'm just being dumb here. Ignore me. Whatever. The game adds so many mechanics that it can feel messy. Some plants are super strong while others feel almost useless. I mean, that's your opinion, but okay. Fine. Whatever. Maybe it's good. Fuck you. Okay, cool. Because Plants vs. Zombies 2 keeps adding new plants all the time, it becomes unbalanced. Some plants are way too good, and others don't even seem worth using. This is called power creep. See, now, you're not capitalizing the P and C in power creep. I feel like that's important when you're referencing something, but again... I'll let it slide. And it makes the game feel unfair. Plants vs. Zombies 1 didn't have this problem because every plant had a purpose, and every level was made to be fun but fair. Alright, I'll allow this for now. I'll allow this for now. No examples. I know, you're right. Not precise again, no examples. I know. But we're gonna let it slide, okay? Because we need this guy to have at least a passing grade, okay? For example, you start in the front yard during the day, then you play at night where you need to use mushrooms instead of sunflowers. Later, you play in the backyard with the pool. Later, comma, you play in the backyard with the pool, comma, so you need lily pads. I don't feel like the commas are necessary. It's pissing me off. I don't want these fucking commas in here anymore. I'm just gonna say, too many commas. Then, there's fog that makes it hard to see, and finally, there's a lot of commas going on here. There's a lot of commas. You're just loving your commas, aren't you? It's a little bit too much. That is a slightly bad thing. You fight zombies on the roof where you have to use flower pots. Solid. Everything in Plants vs. Zombies 1 happens in natural order, so you feel like you're on a journey. It never feels confusing. Alright. Overall, this is pretty solid. I can't complain too much about this. There's a few marks I have here. But overall, my biggest gripe with you, no professional header. Besides that, everything else, you know what? Wording's a little weird here and there. Wish there was indentation, but it's okay. It's okay. There is weird capitalization in line breaks, but it's okay. It's really not. I mean, these should all be like kind of together. Maybe like not everything, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a genius. Guys, I'm so smart. I'm a teacher. I'm a very merciful teacher. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But we're not done yet. Don't think I'm so merciful.
Alrighty. Onwards we go.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 does things differently. There's still no indentation here. You know what? I'm just gonna say no indent. Question mark. Instead of going through the game in order, you travel to different worlds like Ancient Egypt, Pirate Seas, and Wild West. It should probably be the Wild West. I'm gonna mark that one. I'm just gonna say the Wild. Put some respect on the name. The Wild West. Moving on.
Don't you quack me, I'm working on something important.
Hi, Seaside Trad, how you doing? It sounds fun, but it actually makes the game feel messy. Some levels are way harder than others, and you sometimes have to replay the same levels over and over to unlock the next world. That's kind of just how video games kind of work. It'd be too easy otherwise. This is more opinionated than actual facts about certain stuff. I kind of want to highlight all this. Opinions take over the facts. There's no facts, your opinions take over. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. So fucked. Also, comma. Again, seeing also comma is not a good start. Not a good start for a new paragraph. Alright, let's keep it going. Some worlds are locked unless you do some special challenges or pay money. That makes it really frustrating for players who just want to play the game normally. Alright, sure, I'll let that one slide. That's an okay argument. Third, there's no comma here. There's no comma here. So third Plants vs. Zombies, the third game? No, but then you add a 1 there, so it's kind of confusing. You need the comma here. Now there's no comma. What the freak? I would be such an asshole of a teacher. Holy shit. It would be so fun. Alright, moving on. Third should be a comma. You know what? Let's actually put the comma in there. That's us putting the comma in there. Plants vs. Zombies 1 doesn't try... Ooh, why is there a capitalized D right here? Capitalized D, capitalized T, capitalized M. Why? There's no need for the capitalizations here. Okay, let's get here, 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 and here. Could be autocorrect. Doesn't matter. You submitted this. You submitted this how it is. If you submitted that to a teacher, would you just say it was autocorrect? I don't think so. I don't think so. No asshole teacher yet. Thank you. Thank you, Nero. I appreciate that. I'm eating a Hershey Kiss because I'm an idiot. Okay. Taking a little nice break. I'm treating myself. I've earned this. I deal with annoying kids all the time. I'm a hardworking teacher. I haven't been grading too long. This is page 2. This was page 1. Moving on! One of the biggest problems with Plants vs. Zombies 2 is that it tries to get you to spend money all the time. That's a valid argument. That's solid. That's not even like an opinion being like, oh, that's annoying. Like, that is an issue. Solid. Plants vs. Zombies 1 is... Alright, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm gonna highlight every single part. I'm really annoyed by no indentations. You should be indenting every new paragraph. Really annoying. A bit of a skill issue. Will greatly affect your average for this class. Very upsetting. In fact, we're just gonna put it on the top that any bracket equals where is indent? Question mark. Just so you know, a little key at the top. This is important. Plants vs. Zombies 1 is simple. You buy the game once and you get everything. There are no extra purchases, no paywalls, and no microtransactions. You can enjoy the whole game just by playing. Solid argument. Don't like how many commas are in there. I'm gonna let this one slide though, because I agree with that. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is free, which means the game has to make money in other ways, so they add things like, and then... Ooh, see, this is like... Yeah, they are just sentences, you're right. And this is a big issue. Also this, adding this, and then listing this stuff, but then you indented and almost made a new paragraph. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Moving on, fine, we'll allow it, I guess. Premium plants, some of the best plants in Plants vs. Zombie 2 cost real money, so not everyone can use them. Power-ups, you can pay money to make the game easier, which isn't fair. Yeah, it's a pay-to-win, sure. Grinding, if you don't want to pay, you have to play the same levels over and over just to unlock stuff. That's how most games kind of work, though. So complaining about grinding is a little silly, but I'll let you keep making your points. Why not? Yeah, make a proper list. Bullet points or something. Yes, I agree. Yeah, we'll just say make it just bullet points. Make it right here. Get out of my way. Perfect. Plants vs. Zombies 1 does not have grinding. Would have been a good thing to add there, because me as the reader wouldn't know this information beforehand.
A few moments later.
This makes the game frustrating. Instead of playing for fun, sometimes it feels like you have to pay to enjoy the game. Plants vs. Zombies 1 never had this problem. You just mentioned that. I'm sorry for not reading more. That's my bad. I'm a bit of an idiot. I got ahead of myself. Okay, here's another issue. Fourth is spelled incorrectly. That's not how you spell fourth. And then here's this thing again where you do that every first letter of a word is capitalized. Plants vs. Zombies, it's fine. But like the R, I crashed Photoshop, didn't I? We did not! We're good! Still crashed, and there it goes. Just a friendly reminder, I'm not a professional. I'm not a real teacher. And this is Angie's essay on Plants vs. Zombies 1 vs. 2, why 1 is better than 2, because I've never played a Plants vs. Zombies game. Do not sass me for that. Don't sass. And we're playing classical music because I feel like that's pretty rad. Again, I would be kind of a dick of a teacher, although Nero thinks I wouldn't. Yeah, I am a real teacher, of course, of course. Welcome to, what was it? What was the class that you're taking? You said you were taking Twitch 101. The art and music in Plants vs. Zombies 1 are nicer. It should be is nicer. Is nicer. That's the correct grammar. Is nicer. Plants vs. Zombies 1 has a simple but beautiful art style. The plants and zombies look smooth and colorful, and everything fits together nicely. The backgrounds look great, and the whole game feels like it has one connected style. Sure, your opinion, but okay, sure. Plants vs. Zombies 2, comma. However, see, like the commas don't feel necessary, so I'm just gonna highlight them. There's just too much. Like, maybe one comma. I'm gonna say too many commas. Too many commas. Killing myself. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. I was just dicking on him for no reason there. You know what? I'd like to apologize. I did not graduate college and they still gave me this teaching job, but you know what? It is what it is. Commas are right for however. The commas are right for this, but it's just so annoying to look at though. Fine. Everyone's a critic, whatever. In this class, I'm always right. Don't forget that. Shut up. Okay, shut up. It's just so many commas. Since the game has different worlds, the art style doesn't always match. Some levels look super detailed, while others feel too bright and cartoony. Also, later updates added a lot of flashy effects that make the game look too crowded. That is more of an opinion. If that was a fact and a lot of people complain about that, should be citations again. I'm going to argue with this one. I'm going to put opinion and no citations as proof. I can't spell proof. If you argue with me, I'm killing you. I'm saying that right now. Whoever argues in chat, I'm looking at you, Nick, I will kill you. If you're an English teacher, doesn't that mean you're going to get pregnant and not be in class for half the year? Hey. I'm not disagreeing. Just get to work, Nick. No. The music is also better in Plants vs. Zombies 1. Every song fits the game perfectly. Some songs, like Grass Walk and Zombies on Your Lawn, are really famous because they are so catchy. Plants vs. Zombies 2's music is okay, but it doesn't feel as special. A lot of the songs sound more generic, and they don't stick in your head the same way. Again, no need to... These are sentences. They don't need to be paragraphs here. Should be a comma here. There should be a comma here. I'll just say insert comma. Yeah, insert comma. From reading this without the comma, I'm assuming you're talking about the 5th Plants vs. Zombies game, and then you added a 1 there for no reason. Don't know what you're talking about here. There is also then the issue again of capitalizing all of these for no reason. Let me read it now. 5th, Plants vs. Zombies 1 has more fun extra modes. I'm not a fan of more fun either. You could say more enjoyable. More fun doesn't sound right. I'm not... We'll just say don't use more fun. I don't like how that sounds. Doesn't sound very professional, more fun. You could use it, but I'm not gonna like it, so therefore I'm gonna take grades off because kill yourself. Joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Yeah, no, I love how serious this is going. Well, you gotta remember, so the Sir Bino and Curran, hopefully I didn't butcher your name, Thule. We all went to the same high school. We all got the same education, so we know how some of our teachers used to act. I am being nice here. If I was like one of my teachers back in school, everything would be red here. But I'm just such a nice guy, you know? And, you know, that's just how I am. All right, we're on the last part. Teacher would just shoot you. The teacher would pull you outside in the middle of class, would be like, can I speak to you outside, please? And then you would have to, like, be all embarrassed, walk out, while everyone's like, oh my god, what do you do? What do you do? Oh my god. And then the teacher's gonna be like, listen. We really need to work on this. This is possibly the worst thing I've ever read. I don't know how you're even in high school right now, because this is a first grader wouldn't do this bad, and like they would just rip you to shreds on that. So yeah, but I won't do that. It's okay. Yeah, I won't do that. It's fine. I'm gonna have a field day with especially this last part where it says, also Drawable has a tiny dick. Taking 50 points off just for that. All right. In Plants vs. Zombies 1, you should probably indent if it's a new paragraph. Indent if new I can spell paragraph. In Plants vs. Zombies 1, after you finish the main game, there are still lots of fun things to do. There are cool mini-games like... See, if you're listing it, you did this before. You could have done that earlier. You should have done that earlier when listing the other things in Group 2 when we were listing the Oh, you did. Wait, you did. Oh, you did. Oh, you did. They should still be bullet points, though. They should still be bullet points. So I'm going to actually add the same thing here. Bullet points. Yeah, I haven't written an essay in God knows how long, so... The last essay I ever wrote was in college, and that was 3 years ago, so... There are cool minigames like walnut bowling, roll walnuts to knock down zombies. Do you say vase or vase? I say vase. Vase breaker. Break pots and try to survive with random plants. I, comma, zombie. That's the name of it, so I'll let that one slide. Play as the zombie and try to get past the plants. These are super fun and give you more to do even after beating the main game. All right, sure, solid. We'll leave that. Sure. Plants vs. Zombies 2 has extra events, but most of them are time limited. That means they're only available for a little while and then they're gone. Some challenges also make you replay the same levels too many times, which isn't as fun as the plant. Okay, but you've said this point several times now. You've made this one point several times and it doesn't really fit with this part of stuff to do afterwards. So, already made this argument. Sixth. Okay, again, if this is a title, if this is like, again, if this is a title, bold, bold, stop! Bold and center. At the end of the day, Plants vs. Zombies 1 is a masterpiece. It is simple but fun, fair but challenging, and everything in the game feels polished. It doesn't need power-ups, it doesn't need extra money, and it doesn't need flashy effects to be a great game. All right, that's a solid argument right there. I'm okay with that. Yeah, last line does not knock it out of the park. In fact, losing 70 points for that. Plants vs. Zombies 2, again, this doesn't need to be separate paragraphs here. It's just a big issue here. It needs to be indented too. I'm leaving the brackets from earlier because you know the brackets mean indents would be good. Plants vs. Zombies 2 has a lot of fun ideas, but tries to be too big. Tries too hard to be big. I read that wrong. I'm sorry. It adds too many mechanics, too many paywalls, and too many updates that make the game feel messy. That's why so many people still think Plants vs. Zombies 1 is the best. Sure. If you've never played Plants vs. Zombies 1, you should definitely try it. It's a game that never gets old, and that's why it's still loved by so many people today. Also, Jawabala has a tiny dick, so tiny you cannot even see it. All right, so first of all, we're gonna highlight this bad boy. We're going to say AYS. You could read in between the lines on that one. You can figure out what that means. On top of that, we're gonna add a little bit more there. Inappropriate. Did I spell that right? Inappropriate language. Please see me after class. And then let's do an angry face. This would be an actual note that a teacher would leave if they saw this. Another thing, adding emojis. Unprofessional. Did I say this right? Whatever. I don't even care if shit's spelled right. Who cares? Alrighty. So, I think we have finished grading. How do you actually, with all the markups, how do you decide an essay grading sheet? What do I look up to figure this out? Let's look up some stuff here. Alright, let's see here. Do we want to do one of these? Alright, first of all, let's make it large so we could read it. Let's do... This one looks like the ones I used to look at. Ah, yes. This is for a history class and at IB level, but it's okay. That's basically what we are. We're an IB class. This is Twitch 101, but also in parentheses IB/AP. Nah, I don't like this one. Easy way is to roll a 100-sided die. My god. You fucking genius. 100-sided die roller? Alright, so this will decide your grade on this. And if I disagree, I'd give it a 43%. Basics are there, but the details are messy. I kind of agree with Nero on this one. But let's see if I agree with this grade here. If I agree with this grade, we're keeping it. If I don't, fuck you, I'm actually going to grade it the way I want to. A 56. I was hoping there'd be a cool animation. Alright, well, we are going to give this... Yeah, you didn't even give like a proper heading technically, so I could even grade this properly, but overall, there were some big issues here. The professional heading's not there. Paragraphs when they don't need to be, and then no indentation for new paragraphs. Unnecessary capitalization. In my opinion, unnecessary commas. Saying I have a tiny dick. I would say 56, but you know what? You did say I have a tiny dick, so I'm dropping you down to a solid 36. This is a 36. We're going to do the whole circle and everything. And then we're going to do a little bit of this. I could do that better. And then I'm going to do the worst thing you could ever see. So if the teacher handed that to you, you would be very upset. I think... I think we can all agree that Angie, you tried, and that's all that matters. And I appreciate you even writing the essay, because I did ask everyone here to write an essay, and no one else did. So technically, this is the highest grade that anyone has received in my class. So congratulations on that, but also please do better next time. I expect better from you. I'm not mad. Just remember, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Alrighty.
In proper English teacher fashion, I'm now going to drink a lot of alcohol and sleep on my desk during class. Fun fact, that actually did happen my senior year of high school. My teacher would get drunk and then fall asleep, and so we would sit there with our Chromebook laptops and then just play Friday Night Funkin' while our teacher was just passed out. Sometimes she wouldn't even show up to class. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not even joking. This actually happened. This was actually a real thing in my senior year of high school. Crazy.